On a different plane of existence. I was living in Oklahoma City at the time, and it was a late night when one of the many, but most emotionally explosive and paranormal occurrences happened. I was trying to let the day's chaos melt away in our lower-level room with some relaxation and meditation. This room was a ground-level add-on connected in between the elevated house and the garage. It was designated my bedroom as I was going to college at that time. Mom had one of the rooms in the main part of our little house. Dad had just passed away a few weeks ago and we were still processing it and in shock. We were waiting for me to finish school at the end of the month so we could relocate back to Tucson. Dad wanted his ashes to be interred at the top of Mount Lemmon. So, as I rested in my room listening to my breath and asking for Gabriel's guidance, it was a night that I thought would be quiet and peaceful. I was so exhausted and just wanted to disconnect, but it was not meant to be. My heart felt like it stopped when heavy thuds that sounded like a 200-pound bipedal entity ran quickly from one corner of the roof to the other. To provide context, my room had a separate roof from the main part of the house. Right afterwards, the door leading to the garage started violently slamming back and forth. I stood in front of that door in disbelief of everything I was seeing and hearing. I was paralyzed for a few seconds before I gained enough strength to run up the stairs to ask Mom to come see what was happening. By the time we came back down, it had all stopped. Mom believed me because we had already experienced so much more. That place was haunted even before Dad passed. You would hear the sound of a pet door slamming that no longer existed, feel something pushing on you while you were trying to sleep. Friends' pets brought in would bark at something unseen by anyone, and being pushed in the bathroom by invisible forces. The little girl next door would come over to our front yard to play with what she said was another little girl, apparently an invisible little friend. It was all very spooky. When the time came to leave Oklahoma City and get Dad back up to Mount Lemmon, I felt like the spirits we left behind were happy we moved on, and Dad's spirit was where it was meant to be, at the top of Mount Lemmon. It wasn't too long after that I had to take Mom's ashes up to Mount Lemmon to join my dad. It was one of the hardest things I ever had to do. I had so much pent-up emotion that in the car I started screaming and crying. With tears rolling down my cheeks, I heard Mom's voice say, "I'm here. I'm here." It was not imagined. It was, however, unexpected. Never have a doubt in your mind, we live on a different plane of existence perhaps, but we still live on.